हेलो एवरीवन एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल ज्ञानी बाबा। सो आज के इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे वर्चुअल इंटर्नशिप की। हमने जो लास्ट वीडियो किया था वो फिजिकल इंटर्नशिप को लेके किया था, बट आज की वीडियो जो है वो वर्चुअल इंटर्नशिप को लेके करेंगे। और लेट मी टेल यू, दिस इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। आप वीडियो को अंत तक देखिए कि बहुत सारे ऐसी छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं जिसको इस वीडियो में हम लोग कवर करने वाले हैं, एंड इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द सक्सेस ऑफ योर वर्चुअल इंटर्नशिप। 2022 के बाद जो भी वर्चुअल ट्रांजिशन हुआ, जो चेंज हुआ है, जिसमें इंटर्नशिप वर्चुअल होने लगा, तो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़े से आप लीनियंट भी हो जाते हैं इन चीज़ों को लेके। और कहीं ना कहीं वर्चुअल की वजह से एक ह्यूमन कनेक्शन जो है वो मिसिंग होता है। बट लेट मी टेल यू, ऐसा नहीं है। वर्चुअल internship is also doing great, but there are a couple of things that we should keep it in mind. If we keep that in mind, we are definitely going to rock, and we're going to do everything in your power to win that, to win the heart of the people where you're working. Because internship is a lot of things. Internship is basically you can say your first resume. So wherever you are doing internship, you may get hired to that organization. Where if you're doing a great internship, you have a great feedback, then you get hired in other organizations. So this is your first resume that you are going to build. So make sure when you are doing an internship, you are very serious about it. First thing, if you really feel that you can spend your time, you can put that much time and effort, then only go for internship. Otherwise, if you have any other option, you can go for that. Internship is not a joke for now, let me tell you, because nowadays companies are looking for skills. Regardless of, I'll tell you, in 2022, so the people who would basically pass out in 2023, company has gone ahead and they hired lot of people from non-IT branches. It means core branches. So why they have hired? Because for them the skills are more important than the degree in computer science. So yes, the people who are from non-tech branches, they are also coming for internship. People are from tech branches, they're also coming for internship. So that is very important. So what is the key thing about your internship? So remember the 4 C's. The first thing, remember the 4 C's. You should be calm, cool, composed, and confident. These 4 C's will change your life. Now coming to the next point. Since whenever you will start your virtual internship, you will have an entire schedule, at least a week in advance, or 3-4 days in advance. So you'll have an entire day planned, because since it is coming virtual, so बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती है जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को प्लान करनी होती है, उनको पता होता है कि भाई इतने बजे ये कॉल होना है. So you'll have a certain plan, about you'll have calendar invites for the first meeting, for the second meeting, for the third meeting, for the fourth meeting. So remember one thing, that always keep your emails notification on. Keep checking that. If you have any notification from the organization about any meeting, any calls, either it could be Zoom call, or it could be Skype call, or it could be Hangout call, or Google Meet, anything, or it is a Slack, any medium of communication, whatever it is, you have to be proactively checking all those things. So whenever you receive a calendar invite, don't forget to accept that. I'll tell you, people tend to do that when they receive an invite. Okay, say okay, this is my call. Okay, इतने बजे मेरा call है. I don't need to do anything with the calendar. No. First thing you do with your calendar, that if you receive a calendar invite, please accept that. Number 1. Number 2, please join the call before 5 minutes. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपकी मीटिंग 10 बजे स्टार्ट होती है, तो आप 5 मिनट पहले आप कॉल ज्वाइन कर लो. एंड बिफोर ज्वाइनिंग द कॉल, 15 मिनट्स बिफोर, चेक योर इंटरनेट कनेक्शन, चेक योर कैमरा, check your background. And since you are working from home, or maybe anywhere, so choose a place where you have a close vicinity. It means there's no noise in the background. You have a closed room, or where you don't find any disturbance. So please ensure that is also very important. So the number in one, you can conclude it, you can call it as a meeting etiquettes. So what you have to do is, number 1, check your internet connection. You should have a very good internet connection. Number 2, you should check your all the devices, it should be working. Number 3, whenever you should join the call before 5 minutes, and never forget to accept the meeting invite. And of course, dress well. I'm sure you are sitting at home, they won't be wear, pant shirt and everything. At least whatever the, the t-shirt and everything, you have a well dress, and you should have a hair comb and everything. It shouldn't look like, abhi so ke utte aur call pe baith ke. No, it shouldn't be like that. And also make sure that the calls are video calls. You turn on your cameras, because that is important. Since I'll tell you why it is important. You are coming virtual, so that is the only way where we can, people can communicate, they can know, and they can understand you. So that is very important. So since you are joining a virtual, internship, make sure that you follow these things. Now coming to the next point is deadline. So never miss the deadline. So when you start an internship, you'll have certain deadlines. Okay, so within this week you have to learn this, within this week you have to complete this, within this week you have to complete this. So make sure that you are not missing the deadlines, regardless of whatever time you're going to spend. So nobody, at least in online, some people may track, but most of the company, they don't have any tracker. So what they would give you some task, they would give you some assignment. You have to go through that, you have to complete that within given deadline. Now it is very important. It doesn't mean that you are working from home, that it means you can do anything at any given point of time. No, whatever the deadline is given, or the schedule is given, you have to follow the schedule. Now for example, if they have an office timing like 9:30 to 6:30, or 10 to 7, or 4 to 6, so you have to be available during that office hours. Be available, it means you have to be available for calls, or any communication comes in between. So anywhere, for an example, if you are going out for some time, maybe it's going to take more than half an hour, or so, do inform your mentor, or do inform the reporting person that, hey, I'll be out during this to this time, so that they are well aware, they are well versed, and they know you. So these are the etiquettes that we follow in the virtual world, and it is very important. So whenever you are leaving, just inform your reporting manager, or maybe mentor, whosoever it is, that, hey, you'll be out for some time. Now whenever there is a call, you can always request that, hey, could you give me 5 minutes or 2 minutes. You can always take the time to settle down and take the call, but make sure that whatever call you take, it's a video call. Now coming to the next point. So what happened when you're doing a virtual internship, there are a lot of questions would be there. So you need to proactively communicate. When this is a virtual, at least when there's a physical communication, you can directly go and talk to the person. But when it comes to virtual, you need to proactively communicate and ask questions. Because what happened, virtual internship or virtual learning is kind of learning something from different portals, or learning from YouTube. So don't make it that. Make this virtual learning as a physical learning. Take the opportunity. So whenever you have a question, you can always talk to your mentor. You can always talk to your the colleagues. So now this is the other point that I am coming to that. So since you are starting a virtual, there's a company generally do, they create a groups where you can, you have all the people from a group, and they're talking to each other. So try to make a personal connection with them. Of course it would be virtual, but try to make a personal connection with them. So try to speak with them over the WhatsApp group, over the chat, and speak with them, talk to them, try to understand from where they are. So make a connection. So if you're making a connection, what would happen down the line, when you actually start working on some project, and there are 5-6 people are working on similar project, so you'll be, first thing that you will know each other, number one. Number two, each individual would come with a different skill set. So now since you have already communicated, so you know each other's the strength and weaknesses, so that will help you to better execute the projects. So that is very important, that you make a connection. So you will have the list of the people who are joining with you. At least you will know the people who are joining your team. So try to connect with them over WhatsApp, try to connect with them over Zoom, try to connect with them over Skype, or a Google Meet, anywhere, and try to speak with them, try to have informal calls with them, so that you can make friends, and that you can do. Now the other important thing, since you are doing a virtual internship, don't just get trapped in the virtual world. So take time take out some time for yourself, go out for a walk, take a break, go out for the physical activity. That is also very important. So try to reduce the screen time. On a long term, if you are not doing that, that would impact your productivity. That could impact there's a lot of bad impacts are there. So try to reduce this screen time. I understand that you will work for 8 hours, 10 hours internship, and then you will do gaming on mobile and then TV. So please, when you're doing a virtual internship, please try to reduce your screen time as much as possible. It doesn't mean that you're not working. It means that you are working, but how you are reducing your screen time, that whenever you get time, you're going out for physical activity. That is more important. So that's all for today, and I hope you have an insightful information, and you like it. So if you have any question, any doubt, you can write in the comment box. I will take a look at it. And thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, comment, and do share it with your friends. Thank you.